Hey Finders, welcome back to Fortune Finds. Today I'm going to be applying only sample size makeup that I received. I've been dying to do this video for the longest time. I spend so much money at Sephora and Ulta that I'm constantly getting sample size goods, and I thought this would be the perfect time to do a video like this because it is the beginning of the year. Hello, 2019, and I did go through my entire makeup collection and get rid of stuff that I no longer wanted, needed. So I figured why not test out these tons of samples that I received to maybe find the next best thing that I can add to my collection. So without further ado, let's stop babbling and let's get on to the makeup sample. A reminder, if you are not yet subscribed, to please do so now. Thanks. The primer that I have today is the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. So I don't know how this is going to go, but it is a primer and a setting spray. So I'm just going to mist this all over my face and then let it sink into my skin. Oh no. Okay, we're not using this as a setting spray because that just like squirted droplets at me, and we all know if you use a setting spray that squirts like that, it's just going to destroy your makeup. So we will just use this as a primer. This is already not going well for me. I think we're gonna jump into eyes first. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have this Makeup Forever Step 1. It is a eye and lip primer. I'm just rubbing it between my fingers and then applying it all over the lid. An eye and a lip primer. I am interested to see how this not only primes the eyes, but the lips as well. Are they essentially always the same thing? Have we been scammed into buying two separate products? I don't know, but we're about to find out. This might be the next best thing. This is called Gunmetal by Mech and Mia. And then I also have a Pixi by Petra Duo in Plum Lace. I'm gonna grab an eyeliner first, the Tarte Sex Kitten. So I'm just doing like a very, very thin line along the lashes. And then I'm gonna make sure that I'm getting like right on the lash line, even like going between the lashes. 2019 is gonna be the year that I dabble into makeup. That typically scares me, and usually when I do my eyeliner I like hold my breath and I start sweating, so this has been a task that I am trying to overcome. Pulling it out like a little bit. And if this gets messy, it's not a big deal. We're literally gonna smoke this out. Once that's on there, I'm gonna line the waterline. So I'm just going underneath the lashes and just lining it. We really just wanna tight line that eye and make it as black as we possibly can. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump into that black gunmetal shade, Mech and Mia. I've never heard of this brand. I have the Morphe M431 pencil brush. I'm just gonna start smoking out that line. And it's kind of gonna make it like a little bit metallic-y, and you just want to blend it out and be patient. Now the goal is to make this wing almost like blurry. I'm gonna hop into that Pixi by Petra eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this darker purple shade and I'm gonna grab that on a blending brush. This is a Morphe JH40. I'm gonna throw this into the crease and I'm just trying to like darken this up. Honestly, that shadow didn't blend out as much as I was hoping that it would. I'm gonna take a little bit of a bigger, fluffier blending brush. I'm going back in with that Pixi shade and I'm just gonna dust this even more. See if we can blend this a little bit better. It is kind of skipping on the lid. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think it might be from the primer though. I'm not so sure if it's the eyeshadow. And I think I'm gonna go back in with the liner and just kind of elongate this wing, maybe make it like a little bit more dramatic. I'm just like thickening it up a little bit. Okay, I like that. It's like I got punched in the face chic, you know? I'm gonna go back in with that crap shadow. Oh, sorry, did I say that? And I'm gonna go over the parts that I just added. But I'm just going in like little round circular motions to just blend that out. I'm gonna take this pink shade and I'm gonna pop that underneath the brow. And now I don't have a sample bronzer. I'm very sure that is the only sample product I don't have. So I'm gonna grab a bronzer that I have, NARS Laguna. I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush, and I think I just need a little brown on the eye, like up here especially. And I'm kind of just bringing it like into the highlight, like just lifting it like a little bit, because I don't like that it's like shadow at the bottom and then nothing and then a pop of highlight. I think it needs to like blend with one another. I think I'm gonna stop there before I mutilate this, but that is one eye done. I'm gonna hop off camera and do the other eye, and then we'll meet back here to finish off the rest of the look. So I have both eyes on and I have brows on. Not terrible, I have to say. This kind of turned around. Let me bring you guys in. We'll finish up with the eyes and the face and everything else. So I'm just gonna take a Neutrogena makeup wipe. These are my absolute favorite, and I'm just gonna dust off any of the fallout that occurred. Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. It came with 4 different shades. Obviously, I am not these shades or this shade, although I did self-tan today, but I'm not that tan. Y225. Look, it's in like little candy looking things. That's kind of cool. That's like a decent amount in there. Very deceiving. Okay, so I'm going to apply this. I'm gonna put it on my face with my fingers. We already primed the face prior. Oh, I feel like that's a good color for me too. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna dip it in here because I am slowly but surely finding that this is very hard to get out without getting it all over my nails. I'm just patting this all over the face like I would any foundation. I am curious to see how it wears all day, and I am a little nervous because I don't really think I liked that spray primer too much. So hopefully this can hold up on its own. Let's move on to some concealer. I have the It Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Okay, I brought a version. I don't think it was the Illuminator, but I did buy Under Eye Concealer for my aunt for Christmas, and she said she loves it. So I am very curious to try this one out for myself because I've never tried it before. And what is this? This is in the shade, oh, medium. Bitch, I ain't medium. Whatever, we're just going for it, right? Right. And I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers, and then I will get in closer and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. This is definitely full coverage, and for medium, like, this is pretty light. Like, I am pasty pale, and normally I would run away from a medium concealer, especially because you don't want your under eye to be darker. You tend to want it to either be lighter or kind of match. I've kind of been in like the matching mood lately. I feel like I'm over the whole bright under eyes now. Ooh, but I think I like this. Wow, that's nice. I feel like that's really hydrating. It really does illuminate it. Like, it kind of makes my under eye look completely seamless, which is nice. And I really like that, obviously, because who doesn't like that? A little goes a very long way. Like, I just wiped all of that excess away. I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. Ciate, London. This is their Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. That is very white powder. And I'm gonna grab it with the sponge and just set the under eye. I'm pretty sure these are sample-sized blushes. They are the Tarte Amazonian Clay. I have the shade Feisty and I have the shade Quirky. I think I'm gonna go with Feisty just because this is a little bit more of like a muted shade, and I feel like it's going with the vibe, whereas Quirky is a little bit pinkier. I think this is what we're gonna go with. It's very fitting for me because I tend to be a feisty bitch. And I'm gonna take that on Morphe E4, and I'm just gonna pat that onto the apples of my cheeks and up a little bit. Like I said, I apologize. I don't have a bronzer that is a sample size. My NARS Laguna that I used on the eyes already, so you guys should have gotten over it by now. I'm not gonna crazy contour. I'm just using this Japanese brush, and I'm just gonna give a little bit of definition to the face. So for highlighter today, I'm really excited to use this. I'm going to be using the Pacifica Rainbow Crystals Liquid Mineral Strobe Multi-Use Highlighter. Now, this is in the shade Nebula. Oh, that's like very white. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and I'm just going to pat this on the high points of my cheeks. Oh, okay, that's pretty on. It's like purple. Did you guys see that? Ooh, mama. Nebula, here I come. Oh, I love this. Wow, guys, so excited. Okay, so I read online, don't put the wand directly on your skin, that this does dry down very quickly, and I am seeing it on the back of my hand. It does dry down very quickly. So I think this is the best way to apply it, just with a wet beauty sponge, well, a damp beauty sponge. I'm gonna put some down my nose, just like a little bit. I feel like this is definitely the type of highlight that once it's dried down in your hand, if you just scrape it a little bit with the sponge, it's like toned down a little bit. I know I said I had that setting spray, primer mist, Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1, but I am definitely not using this because that is going to ruin all my makeup, so pardon me. I am going to be using my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray just to set the face. We did put a decent amount of powder on, and this is going to help all the powder on my face melt into my skin so it looks more of my skin rather than like powder sitting on top of my skin, but you know. Now, I do have a travel size mascara, MAC in Extreme Dimension Lash, but these samples suck. There's literally like no mascara in this tube. This wand does look really, really nice. I have tried this before, and this mascara just like flakes all over my face and sucks. So I'm just gonna use the mascara that I always use. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Sorry guys, don't hate me. And I'm just gonna do the top lashes for the time being because I think we're gonna throw on some shadow on the lower lash line. Let's go back in with this purple from Pixi. I'm going to take that on that little blending brush that we had, and I'm just going to keep this to the lower lash line. That pink shade from Pixi on a flat brush, I'm just going to throw this in the inner corner of the eye. Just give it like that iridescent pop that almost matches the highlight. Makeup Forever Professional Paris Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut, which I've heard great things about this lip liner, so I'm really excited to use it. I've never tried it, I've never swatched it. Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte in the shade 105. I think it goes really, really well with the eye look and overall look, so I'm really happy with this lipstick. And then I think that the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the Larizzi Aura lip gloss, and I just feel like it goes really well with the highlight. And I'm just gonna put this on the center of my lips, maybe make my lips look a little more juicier and pop. Oh my god, do I just put it everywhere? I think so. I am really happy with how this makeup look came out. I think in the beginning it was very obvious that I was really nervous as to where this was going. The liner wasn't really blending out like I wanted it to blend out. That black shadow wasn't really giving that effect that I wanted it to, but I think in the end it turned out really, really well, and it just goes to show you guys, whether you're a beginner or an experienced makeup artist or somewhere in between, most of the time makeup doesn't look that great until that last step, until you've curled the lashes and thrown the mascara on. Don't be discouraged. If you're trying something and it doesn't look like it's going the way you want it to go, it might turn out to be something incredible and something that you end up really, really loving. But as far as the products, I think it's split 50-50 down the middle. Let's get the bad out of the way first. Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer Spray, no. I also wouldn't recommend the Makeup Forever base for eye and lip. I used it on my eyes. I didn't use it on my lips. I think it made the shadow a little chalky. It kind of made it a little skippy. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera. Mech and Mia eyeshadow. I was a little excited to try it simply because I've never heard of the brand. It's chalky. It's kind of like transparent. I mean, it definitely is a pretty charcoal color, and I think it looked nice over the eyeliner that we applied, but I think if you were just to do like a standalone shadow with this shadow, I don't think it would translate as well. This Tarte Sex Kitten liner is really nice. It's a gel that is easy to move and work with, but it's not too easy, so it's not like you're gonna be drawing and then whoop, like slip. It does have a little bit of a pull, but enough slip to make it easy to work with. Pixi by Petra eyeshadow quad. I don't love this. I think that I have enough eyeshadows in my collection where I wouldn't purchase these shades, but they're not awful, they're not great. What you didn't see was I did step away for a little while. I have been wearing this foundation for 2 hours. The only thing I'm gonna say is that it can be a little cakey around right here, and it's a little cakey down the nose. It is kind of separating. So it's not like the best foundation. I would have to say that my Il Makiage foundation is a lot nicer of a matte than this one. I think if you have this foundation, or if you're gonna go out and buy it, my suggestion would be to dampen your beauty sponge with a little bit of setting spray before applying it all over your face. That just tends to help foundation go on a little less cakey and blends it out a little bit better. But overall, I'm not unsatisfied. I definitely do want to try this foundation out again. I really do like this Bye Bye Under Eye by It Cosmetics. I think it is super hydrating. I can't remember the last time that my under eyes looked this smooth. I think they look really nice. This is definitely something that I would invest in when I do run out of my Tarte Shape Tape. And I love this highlighter by Pacifica. The fact that I set my whole face with powder and then put this liquid highlighter over it, and it didn't move my foundation, it didn't move my concealer, it didn't make my face look cakey, and that is something that is a big deal for me. I have used liquid highlighters before after I'm done setting my entire face, and it kind of just moves everything and it doesn't really end up looking good. I think the white is just a little too stark. I think it kind of brightened my under eyes a little bit too much. Like, they kind of look white, and like I said before, I'm kind of steering clear from that as well. There's a lot of trends I've been steering clear of in 2019 thus far, but I kind of don't really like it when it's super light under my eyes, so I don't think I would use this. And again, I think this is too light to set the rest of my face, simply because I'm already pale, so why would I want myself to look even more pale? That pretty much is everything. I hope that I mentioned everything, but I think even if I missed something, you guys got the gist of it when I was applying everything. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this is a topic that maybe you're interested in as well. I figured, why not decide what makeup we should buy together? So if you did like this video and you would like to see more videos like this, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up down below. Leave me some love in the comments. Let me know if you own any of this makeup. Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you not agree with my thoughts? What do you think I should buy from this makeup tutorial? If you are not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm a heavy review channel, but I love to do videos like this. This is just fun. I mean, it is a review because I was reviewing everything as I was going, but I do a lot of favorites videos and skincare, and hopefully we're gonna get into hair and a lot of other stuff in 2019. I'm really excited to see what this year has in store for us. And also, be sure to click the bell button. This way you get a notification whenever it is I'm uploading a new video here on my channel. I had a great time as always, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, Finders. Mwah.